Hello and welcome to Rain and Rail Enthusiasts and a continuation of our top 10 least used railway stations in Warwickshire. And today I'm back on the Shakespeare Line at a station which I really don't know how to pronounce. So if you do, put it in the comments please. Welcome, I think, to Wootton Wawen. The station is situated on the North Warwickshire Line, also known as the Shakespeare Line, and is between Henley in Arden and Wilmcote. The station opened in 1908 with the line and with the suffix platform, and this would remain until 1974. There were no goods facilities due to its close proximity to Stratford-upon-Avon and Bearley. Two fairly substantial waiting shelters were on both platforms. However, no bridge was ever erected here, so a moderate walk down and under the railway bridge was the only way to cross the platforms. Until May 2023 it was a request stop, but now receives a regular hourly stopping service. Okay then, let's have a look around Wootton Wawen or Wootton Wawen, or please tell me in the comments how I pronounce it. Anyway, going up towards the station you've got this information board here. Normal do not trespass on the railway signs. This is a couple of old metal supports. There's your onward travel information board and a relatively new Wootton Wawen platform information board. So we're going to go up to platform 1, up this walkway. I'll see you at the top. Before I do get there, there's the edge of the line. One of these ones where you could get a really funky shot of a train as it goes past, just straight under the bogies, which would make for quite an interesting shot, I suppose. But yes, I've come across a couple of these before. Again, these are blood and custard style paint jobs going up the lane here, heading up to platform 1. I mean, how about that for a view? I mean, you're not going to get much closer than that to a railway without trespass. So, just to confirm that I am on the pathway. But yeah, look at this. What a fantastic shot you're going to get. Everything coming in, coming out. That's very unusual. And in fact, I can see a train coming in now. So I might just wait here for a minute and get a funky shot of it coming in and going out. And at time of filming, passenger services are provided by Class 172 diesel multiple units. Well, I've got to say this station's already endeared me for those type of shots, if I'm honest. There's not many stations that will give you that type of photography and videography. Anyway, let's get up onto Wootton Wawen. And here we are, on platform 1. And immediately, yeah, those views, straight as a die, down that side, and straight as a die, down that side. I can see a milepost marker over there. You know how much I like my milepost markers. We'll have a closer look at that once we get over to platform 2, which I've actually got to go underneath the road bridge to get to. So I'll spin you around again. Let's just carry on walking down here. And feature of the lines around here. The Shakespeare Line Another good planter. And pretty good order, I should say. There's a look at the plaque. I've seen a lot of these, so if you want to see more of them, I have got a playlist available for this top 10 least used in Warwickshire. I may come back and look at the rest of the Shakespeare Line at some later date. What could be an old coal store, or just a store. There's an induction loop, one of these brand new LED displays that I've been seeing everywhere. They're particularly good. This station's got one of the old style traditional help points. If you want to see one of the new style ones, have a look at my Danzy video if that's gone up. Oh, and another one of these water butts, and another way of a placard detailing how you can get involved in the Shakespeare Line with the Shakespeare Line Rail User Group. Now there's the website addresses if you need them. I'll certainly be contacting them, congratulating them on the stations they've got. Now this one, I think it's in my Danzy video, this one's still got a wooden roof to it, hasn't been replaced, so it must be in good order. But this is a waiting shelter and a Wootton Wawen poster. Again, I'll scan down. If you wish to have a look and a read, just pause the video. Let's continue our way down platform 1. Another planter here. And the actual sides have been very well looked after as well. There's nothing majorly overgrown. And in fact, it is nice to see some wildflowers flourishing. Always good for the bees. Looks like the station can accommodate at least a 5-car train by the look of the car stop markers. Don't think there's too much to see. I will continue on down the bottom, but as you can see, my edge of my line, if I just gently nip out there, very good view down there. And nice views overall across this quaint little station. Just I wish I knew how to pronounce it. I noticed coming up this side, got some brand new railings that have been installed on the left hand side here. They don't look very old at all. In fact, I would say they're probably only a couple of years or even a year old. So it's not very nice to see the station being looked after. Similar sort of idea, right next door to the railway line here. The only difference I would say is they put up some more substantial fencing here. It wouldn't surprise me in the future if that goes over there as well. I mean, not being funny, it's not particularly high anyway. I would have... Well, I don't prefer it to be high because as a railway enthusiast, I like to get a good view, but I can't really see that being much use in a way. But it does, I suppose it does deter, especially smaller children, from gaining access to the railway. That carries on as we go up this walkway to platform number 2. And of course that makes Wootton Wawen an accessible station, although this last little bit is a little bit steep, but that's because it's the end of the platform. But it does make it accessible, which is always nice. There we go, there's a view down the walkway, so it's not too steep. Let's have a look and see if there's any extra delights here on platform 2. Well, there's some little new signage post here. One was for improvement works. Of course, from the other side I saw this. I do love these posts. let's carry on down. Obviously brand new Wootton Wawen Steins. Coming on down again. Good theme of this line, the Shakespeare Line. These little potted areas for plants being well looked after. And again, a well looked after and preserved waiting shelter. And another piece of information, 2 poems for Wootton Wawen. If you want to read them, just pause the video. And as you come out of the waiting shelter, there is a rain harvesting pod again, a help point, induction loop, and on top of that induction loop you have got the new LED style information boards. And again, another planter, emphasising that this station is exceptionally well looked after. I mean, as you look here, things have been cut back freshly. This has been, looks like it's been recently cut. Those leaves on the floor are very fresh, so it looks like people have been around here looking after the station. And that's exactly what a community rail network should be there for. It helps every single station along the line look after itself, and then there's a sense of pride in the railway, and hopefully vandalism, etc. doesn't creep in. And the community starts using the station more, and that can only be a good thing. Very impressed indeed. It's a small station, it's an out-of-the-way station, but it's a very well looked after station. The station statistics are that it opened in 1908. It currently, at time of filming, has a 1 train an hour operation in each direction, and that includes weekends. And the entry and exit figures for 2022-2023 were 11,042. I do feel as though I'm repeating myself a lot in this series of the 10 least used in Warwickshire, because again, Wootton Wawen is a fantastically well run station by the community group. The Shakespeare Line is fantastic. A lot of decent stations along here, and they're all very well cared for by the community, and that can only be a very good thing. The sight lines out at this station for the enthusiast, fantastic, as well as the fact that walking up to and from the platforms, you get a fantastic close view of the lines, which can make for some very unusual shots of the rolling stock. I heartily recommend a visit to this station. It is a little gem contained along the Shakespeare Line. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment and subscribe. And if you can, get out there, get on the railway and see where it takes you. Thanks very much for watching.